Hello, 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 my lovelies. Happy Monday and Happy New Year to you all. Hope you are doing well and had a lovely weekend. And I know, gosh, it's been a few weeks since I've been able to get online. We have had so much going on here for my weekly Hot Happening show. So I completely apologize for being MIA, but we were doing great stuff for the business, great stuff for clients. And for those of you that are watching for the first time, this is my weekly show, Hot Happenings. I'm Roxanne Carne, personal wardrobe stylist, and I help women and men actually really transform their wardrobes and transform their lives. And this show is really just put together so that I can kind of share with you my thoughts and my musings as it relates to style, what's going on in the industry, things that I see, things that I want to talk about, but also you too, right? Meaning that what you want me to talk about. So definitely, if you have any questions or topics that you want me to cover, by all means, drop a comment in the comment section below, and also follow me here on Instagram. You can DM me as well, and we can always keep the conversation going. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into things. So we are going to start with Monday memory, and basically I'm just going to bring you up to speed of about kind of everything that I've had going on these past few weeks since the end of December when I had the last show. So right at the top of the year, we went to New York, we meaning my team and I. We went to New York for some business. The primary purpose of that trip was for us to actually get the preview for Lafayette 148's spring collection, as well as their pre-fall collection, which is pre-fall, for those of you that don't know, is technically summer. It's just what the fashion industry calls it. So that is, the bridge right between summer and fall in terms of the fashion. And we had the preview, and oh my gosh, it was so amazing. And actually, right now, the spring collection for Lafayette is dropping. So if you've been following me on Instagram, remember, follow me on Instagram. If you've been following me there, you would have seen a trunk show that I had both here in my studio as well as one at a local country club. I did a pop-up of the spring collection, and there's going to be more footage to come. So waiting to get that back from my videographer. But oh my gosh, the collection is absolutely stunning. So we were busy, in New York, kind of learning all about the collection, and me taking all my notes and understanding what's behind, of course, the heart of what Emily Smith, the creative director at Lafayette 148, does in terms of taking these beautiful concepts and translating them into modern luxurious clothing that we can all wear and enjoy. So we went to New York, and then when we got back, we jumped right into my trunk show for Resort, another season, the bridge between fall and spring. I had a trunk show for Lafayette 148 at my home studio, and we were working on that with private client appointments, and then also standing up that pop-up that I mentioned to you at the country club. And that took a lot of planning and coordination. It went off beautifully without a hitch, but everything leading up to it was, it's event planning at its best. There's always something that's going to go wrong, but we got everything rectified, and our clothes eventually arrived. That's a whole separate story, but the event was really, really great. I had models, three really beautiful models modeling the clothing, and really showing our guests the best of what Lafayette has to offer for this coming spring. So I'm going to be, once I get that footage back from my videographer, I am going to be writing up a blog post, kind of an overview of the collection and key pieces that I am in love with. And also it will include a calendar link for those that are local to the Dallas area to schedule an appointment with me to view the collection, because I'm going to have the spring collection at my studio for about 5 or so days at the end of February, early March. But for those of you that are not in the Dallas area, and you may be my followers and or clients, you too can schedule an appointment using the same link. We would just do it virtually. I have clients all over the U.S. that we support, and there's always a way, right? But I have had virtual appointments for clients in general and for my trunk shows with Lafayette. So there's opportunity for everybody to look and feel fantastic and work with me in getting some amazing clothes in your wardrobe. So so we were tied up with that, and then coming off the back of that, then prepping for fittings that I have this week. I've got 2 client fittings this week and 2 next week as well. So we're kind of like running back to back. So we're just really excited getting all the pieces in and getting everything steamed and prepared for those individual client fittings. And then also tomorrow, on Tuesday the 30th, I am also going to be part of my FGI member summit. So for those of you that are in the fashion realm, or maybe perhaps you're not, FGI stands for Fashion Group International, and it is the industry association for everything that's fashion, beauty, and art. And really, it's a great place for a lot of creatives to come together to network and learn. And we have different chapters. So the headquarters for FGI is actually based in New York City, and that is the biggest chapter. But Dallas is the second biggest chapter in the nation for FGI, which is amazing. And we do it really, really well. We have amazing events. And again, if you follow me on Instagram, you will see the galas that we have, the Rising Star Awards that I co-chaired the past 2 years, like everything that you would want to get in the fashion hub and be able to network and again learn and work with peers and collaborate, get business opportunities. All that is possible through FGI. And so I've been a member of FGI now for, I think this is going to be 8 years now, and I'm in my 3rd year serving on the board for FGI Dallas as one of the membership chairs. So tomorrow evening we are having our annual member summit where we are inviting fantastic potential talent to come and join FGI. So if you're watching this and you want more information, don't hesitate again to drop a comment in the comment section below or DM me on Instagram. But I am inviting you, if you're a fashion professional and really would love to be in a space where you can grow your business, network, get some great collaborations, and just really learn and discover as you go along, because things change in fashion. Fashion moves very, very quickly. If you're interested in that and you are in the Dallas area, be sure to hit me up so that I can get you on the list and you can come with us tomorrow night as we share our initiatives for 2024. It's going to be a fabulous year with our new board in place. So I'm super excited about that. So I've been prepping for that as well. Let's see what else has been going on. I also reconnected with a client that we usually work together about once a year or so. And I'm sharing this story with you because it's completely relevant to what I do every day. So when working with clients, clients come to me for different reasons. They have different motivations. Some, it may be career centric, such as they are, trying to get that promotion, or they realize that they're just not dressing the way that they probably should be at work, and they want to step up their game. I have business owners that come to me as well that perhaps are going through a rebrand, or they're targeting a certain type of clientele and they want to dress the part, and not only dress the part, but embody and be that part. And then I have clients that come to me for speaking engagements or television appearances or galas, things, very specific events. But clients also just really kind of come to me for their everyday wardrobe. And so this particular client reconnected with me because she was going through a lifestyle change, or she is going through a lifestyle change. When we first started working together about 3 years ago, I was styling her mainly for her profession. She's in the finance realm, and so she, again, wanted to dress the part. So continuing on that relationship, she was like, oh, I need clothes for everyday life. So we got her style for everyday life. And then fast forward, she did buy a package for her mother as a gift. And then when she reconnected with me again last year, she was about to get married. So the guy that she was dating when we first started working together, they had actually gotten engaged. And I actually had known that before, but now she was ready to go wedding dress shopping. So we spent an afternoon together really doing, and wedding dress shopping isn't something that I really do. But because she's an established client and I really, really know her aesthetic, she really, really wanted my help. So I said, yep, let's do it. So I took her and scheduled some appointments with several boutiques here in the Dallas area. So we went looking at dresses as well as accessories. And while she didn't make a final decision on a dress at that point, because she did see so many, she did buy a few accessories. So we got that done. So their wedding was supposed to be this year. And she reached out to me just at the beginning of January to schedule a call we had last week. And she let me know that unfortunately she and her fiance had decided to part ways. They'd broken up. And she is, and this happened last fall. So she was in a space where she is just, she kind of went through her grieving and her mourning, and then is like now ready to get back in the game and start dating again. So she came to me to say, okay, I'm ready to date. Let's do this, Roxanne. I need some new date night clothes. I don't want to wear clothes that reminded me of my ex. I need to refresh. So we scheduled her fitting appointment for, I think we're going to be doing it in March, because we're kind of targeting getting into spring, since the season will be transitioning soon. And she is totally excited, and I'm totally excited to help her as well. And I'm just sharing this with you because when people think about working with a stylist, a lot of times they think professional, getting the clothes for work and business. And yeah, while that is true for a lot of my clients, for a lot of my clients, I'm styling their lives, right? I am the life stylist. I'm styling you for those specific events, for if you're a guest at a wedding. I had 2 clients last year, actually 3. 3 clients had destination kind of fun parties that they were going to. One was celebrating her 50th birthday, and she wanted, she had a themed birthday celebration in Belize where every day was a different theme. So I styled her for that, and that was something that her guests were going to mirror, which was exciting. I also styled a client that was going on a safari. Actually 2 clients that were going on a safari in Africa. So I styled their travel capsule for that. And that was very specific because when you go on safaris, there are only really certain colors you should wear. So I did that. And then there was another client who was going to a wedding, and this was spring of last year. She's going to a wedding in Miami. It was in Florida. I'm pretty sure it was in Miami. And they had, it was like a 3-day long weekend, and every day was a different vibe. So I styled her specifically for that. Oh my gosh, the outfits were hot. They were smashing. So yeah, as a stylist, this is what I do. And this is what I totally love. And I just love really being a part of my clients' stories, through the good, through the bad, and the ugly. So with that, I'm going to remind you to go ahead and book your complimentary style intensive, right? All these ladies that I'm talking about right now, that is where they started with me. They were either referred to me or came across my website at roxannecarne.com, and they reached out and they said, I'm ready for a change. I'm going to give them an applause for being for being ready to make a change, to take ownership of their image, and all that it initially cost them from an investment standpoint was 1 hour of their time talking to me. And then from there, we mapped out what could be. So if you are in this space in 2024 and you are just like, okay, I'm fed up, I need to get my look together, I need to get my life together, because guess what? When you have to understand that people see you like this, right? They see you here before they actually see like who you are, your soul, you know, the essence that is you. And image is so, so, so important. It is critical. You know, this is how we make split-second decisions on if we want to engage with somebody or not, right? This is how we're designed. So you really, really need to take your looks seriously and understand how to best dress for your body. Understand what your best archetypes are. Understand what your best colors are, right? It makes such a difference. So if you are interested in learning more about how I could possibly partner with you, just go to my website and hit the contact page. And right there, you're going to see a calendar where you can choose the best date and time that works with you, that you can actually have that one-on-one private confidential conversation with me. That is all that it takes to open that door and really start to understand what the possibilities are. So I challenge you to do something for yourself and really put your image forward and really make that step to understand what truly works for you. Because I tell you what, you may think that you're looking like the hot stuff, but you're actually not because the clothes don't fit you well. Again, they're not the right colors. They're not the right shapes for you. This is all important, and this is what I will teach you. Okay, so make sure that you go ahead and book that complimentary style intensive. I'll make sure that we also drop a link to my calendar in the show notes, but again, you can visit my website and hit me up on the contact page or DM me as well on Instagram, and let's start having that conversation. Okay, good. All right, so moving right along, I want to share with you another style secret. Each week that we meet, I like to share with you a little hack or recommendation. And, the great thing about these hacks is that it's not really rocket science, but there's sometimes simple things that we tend to not think of. So let me go ahead and show you my style secret for this week. All right. So when it comes to storing your shoes, okay, we want to take care of our shoes. We make an investment in the shoes. We want to make sure that we're taking great care of them on the inside and the outside. All right. So what I like to do when I'm not wearing my shoes, particularly boots, because they've got the tall shaft, is that I like to make sure that they are stuffed. Okay. So what you're looking at right here, this boot that I've had this boot for, I want to say about 2, maybe almost 3 years at this point. This boot came with this stuffing, okay? Let me show you that. It came with this stuffing, and it also came, that's the stuffing for the shaft. It also came with stuffing for the toe box, okay? So when I'm not wearing my shoes, so after I wear them, I air them out, right? Because our feet do give us moisture. Like, we don't want boots and shoes that smell, right? But after I wear them, I go ahead and I pop those forms right back in to keep the shape of the boot. And then here we go. This is the stuffing that came with it for the shaft. That's this way. Or is it this way? Let me see. Yeah, it's this way. And I get it like right down in there. There we go. Let me see. Yeah, this is the way. Here we go. So I just put it right back into the shaft of the boot. And I close it on up. Okay? So the shape remains intact. Okay? And also what I do is I actually, when I travel, and I did this because I actually took these boots to New York and wore these in New York. When I travel, I will stuff my shoes as much as, as much as possible. Like sandals are a little bit tricky since they're a lot of it is open. Depending on the shape, you can wedge some tissue paper in there to keep the shape. But definitely for boots, I go ahead and I stuff them and I put them right back into the dust bag and keep them in my suitcase. That way they're not getting smushed by anything else that I'm packing around it. And I'm very, very careful about how I pack my clothes, my shoes, and my accessories in a suitcase. But this is a guaranteed way to keep the form of the boot. So this top shaft is not flapping. We're not having anything, especially with this curved zip, we're not having anything that's, going to mess with the shape and form of this. That's super important. So this is one way to do it. Another way to do it, here's another boot that I have here. This, I actually have ear pillows in. This one did not have any stuffing in the bottom. This one is okay. But I hold on to, when you get your packages from Amazon, I hold on to these ear pillows and I go ahead and I stuff it right back in that shoe. And just again, to keep the form so that when it's waiting to be used, again, it's not going to be kind of like flopping to the side or what have you. And I unlaced it, but I usually kind of just lace it right back up, again, just to keep the form. So that is my style secret for you today. Utilize the stuffing, it's sustainable. Utilize the stuffing that already comes with your shoes when you purchase it, as well as the ear pillows that you get from Amazon or whatever packages you may receive. It's free, it's quick, it's easy, but it will totally extend the life of your shoe, and it's so helpful when you're packing as well. Okay, so let me know what you think about that tip in the comments section, or if you're watching live right now, I see I have some people watching right now. Go ahead and drop a comment, give me a thumbs up if you like that tip, and if you also have any other shoe hacks that you want to share with our audience, make sure you drop a comment in the comment section. Okay, good. Okay, so now I want to talk about our Fab Find of the Week. Yay! Okay, so as someone that shops all the time, I'm always looking for deals for my clients, and I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you right now. You this Fab Find of the Week. And hold on one second. That is not what I wanted to share. So let me try to find the screen that I want. It was it's a piece that I got at I didn't actually buy it. It's a piece that I got at, or found rather, Banana Republic. And bear with me because I am trying to get my big screen back up. There she is. Okay. You know what? This is real life, people. This is what happens when you sometimes have some have some tech issues. I am trying to figure out how I can get my screen to the right screen here. I may have to drop this in. Yeah, that's not the right screen. I may have to drop this week in our chat. But what it is a beautiful satin dress from the Banana Republic factory. So Banana's got a really good sale going on right now, where you can get up to 50% off with an extra 20% off on their site. So I will drop a link for the specific dress that I'm talking about. And I'm so sorry that I'm not able to figure out how to get my screen changed over here. But such is life. But I'll make sure I drop those in a chat for you, and you can do some shopping yourself. Okay. All right. So we're gonna go to our next segment, which is what's in my closet. So each week, I love sharing with you, some of my favorite pieces that I have in my wardrobe. And this piece is one that I was using heavily in the first, I would say, like 2.5 weeks of the year here in Dallas, because we got that Arctic front. It was cold. We had single digits. I remember one morning it was 9 degrees. It was frigid here. And it was funny because I had just gotten back from New York, and it was colder here in Dallas than it was in New York. But let me go ahead and show you what I'm talking about. So I have this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful shearling coat. Check this out. Look how long it is. Ah, it's dreamy. I love this. This is, you probably guessed it. This is from Lafayette 148. This is actually a reversible coat. Beautiful shearling. I believe this one was a sheep shearling, and gorgeous leather. So I'm going to pop it on and show you what it looks like on. So it definitely has some beautiful shape to it. I will say that it is a heavy coat. So here it is, kind of draped over my shoulder. I love that you can have almost like a popped collar moment with it. And I'm going to go ahead and put my arms in the sleeves here. Look at the shape. Look at that. Oh my God. I love this coat so, so much. And it has, on this side, it does have side pockets here. Okay. And then this is how it looks with the suede on the inside, right? So if you check out my Instagram, I did have a post where I wore this over a really, really beautiful outfit that I was wearing to a party. It was an embossed leather pencil skirt. That piece actually came from Lafayette 148. I had a beautiful fitted top with kind of like exaggerated shoulders, and it was silver Lorex throughout, that was fitted, that went beautifully with the pencil skirt. And I think I wore those boots that I just showed you in the style secret, the first boot that had the zipper that kind of went had a curve to it, and it looked spectacular. But I put this totally over my sweatpants as well and my sweatshirt, to keep warm. But this is the beautiful shearling, and then this is why I love Lafayette so much. I mean, the quality is just unbelievable. And talk about warm. There was no wind getting through this at all. So this is the coat on this side. I'm going to show it to you on the reverse as well, so you can see what that looks like. So on the reverse, we have the suede side exposed. Okay. So here's how it looks. So this is a more, I would say, casual look. And the pockets here are on the top. And you still can have that popped moment here of the shearling collar. But then you've got the really soft shearling on the inside. So you're staying snug and warm. And then it has, these are the closures right here. And the closures work on either side of the coat. But I mean, it's bulky. I'm not gonna lie, this coat is pretty heavy. I have it hanging as such. I have it hanging on a wooden hanger. I usually use my slimline hangers to hang my clothing. And well, actually, I think a majority of my coats, actually, I think all my coats, now that I think about it, in my closet downstairs, I use wooden hangers on those, because they have a little bit of weight to it. But this, by far, is the heaviest coat that I own. But boy, oh boy, did it do its job. It was so, look at it. I can barely get it on the, I can barely get it on the hanger. It's so heavy.
This is just a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous coat throughout. Look, see how long it is. Absolutely love it. So I wore this in New York, and then I kept that bad boy out here in Dallas as well. So that was the feature for what's in my closet this week. So let me know what you think about that shearling. Do you like shearling? Do you have shearling pieces in your wardrobe for outerwear? I have a few. This one that I just show you is definitely the most substantial out of them all, but it's so nice. And I think the other piece that I have that comes to mind is shorter. It's not as thick as that, and it's also kind of tan and ivory in color. That one, I believe, is that one reversible? I can't really remember, but it is warm. So shearling, I think, is a really, really great option if you want to kind of, bulk up but look stylish at the same time, right? It always comes back to the style. All right, so now onto our last segment, questions and conversation. I had someone DM me on Instagram asking my opinion on wearing white in the winter time. And this is a question actually a lot of clients ask me too. I personally think it's fine to wear white all year round. I think white can look very elegant. I would say, however, that I favor winter white. So a soft white as opposed to a like bright, bright, bright white, um, because it's got a little bit of warmth to it, and it also looks really, really luxe. I honestly feel like soft white looks more luxe than like a bright, pure, stark, very, very cool white. That is my opinion. But yes, and the great thing about that color, if you do a soft white, is that you can actually wear it all year long, right? You can rock it in the spring and it's appropriate. You can rock it in the summer, it's appropriate. You can rock it in the fall, it's appropriate, right? But yeah, if you have something like that, you know what? At the end of the day, it's your clothes. You can wear your clothes whenever you want. I do not think it's a faux pas for you to wear white in winter. But I, again, would favor you wearing something that maybe had a softer tone to it and it just wasn't a pure stark white. So let me know, ladies, down below in the comment section, do you wear white in the winter? If so, is it a pure white? Is it a soft white? Or do you avoid white altogether? Do you feel like that's not a color that you feel comfortable rocking? What's interesting too is that I have some clients that are actually afraid to wear white in general, just because of its propensity to show any dirt or stains very easily. But I challenge you to just be careful, right? I wear white, and it's rare. I had a faux pas a couple years ago. Actually, it was last year, that I did Instagram about. I leaned up against by accident. I brushed against my husband's motorcycle, and there was like some oil there or whatever, and it transferred onto my dress, and I was on my way to an event, and that was crazy. But then we fixed it. It was fine. But other than that, I've not really had any issues wearing white throughout the year. And apart from, normal kind of wear and tear, yes, white will show dirt faster. You just launder it, right? Take it to the dry cleaners, wash, rinse, repeat, do it again. But just be really careful is what I would say. All right. So I think that wraps up. That's all that I have for you today. So tune in next Monday at noon. And again, if you have any questions or comments of topics you'd like for me to cover, drop them in the comment section below. Hit me up on Instagram, right? Follow me, subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, right? Like this video to help the algorithms. That would be a very, very big help to me. And also do share this with any friends that you think may benefit from it. Okay. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next Monday. Have a fabulously stylish week. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.